Curious about everything you can unlock in Episode 1 of Death Stranding 2? From powerful weapons and essential structures, to vehicles and unique tools that transform how you play, I'll break it all down and share tips from my own journey. In this video, we'll go over exactly when you get each unlock, what it does and how it can change your strategy, plus some bonus advice you won't want to miss. Whether you're just starting or planning your perfect route, this guide is for you. Stick around, hit that like button, and let's jump right in. The Tri-Cruiser is unlocked after defeating the first giant BT and watching Deadman's cinematic scene near the end of Episode 1. It's one of the biggest game changers early on, your first vehicle. With it, you can cover much longer routes without getting tired, carry more cargo, and make deliveries much faster. But stay alert, BTs, rough terrain, and steep cliffs can damage or slow down your vehicle. Plus, it runs on a battery that depletes as you drive, so you'll need to plan your stops, build generators, or risk being stranded far from safety. Remember, vehicles only work where the chiral network is active. If you stray outside its range, you can't recharge or build support structures. So think ahead before taking a risky path. Learning to use the vehicle well early on will save you time, let you handle tougher missions, and set you up for success later in the game. In Episode 1, you also unlock the ability to build new structures, generators, post boxes, watchtowers, and more. These structures make travel easier and help other players in the connected world. The first is the post box, unlocked after completing Order 3, deliver one or more remote medical units to Via Libre, the same moment you unlock the watchtower. The post box lets you store equipment, fabricate basic supplies, and safely deposit lost cargo that you're not ready to deliver yet, especially if it's in the opposite direction of your current route. It can also serve as a temporary shelter to avoid detection from enemies or bad weather. Using these structures strategically will make Episode 1 much smoother and set you up for faster, safer deliveries later on. The watchtower is especially useful when you want to scout or attack an enemy camp. By building one near a camp, you can scan the area and highlight every piece of cargo, including what enemies are carrying. This also marks the enemies themselves, giving you a clear tactical advantage. With everyone tagged, you can choose whether to engage in direct combat or sneak in and steal cargo undetected. Using the watchtower in this way helps you avoid surprises, plan routes, and get in and out with valuable resources much more safely. The Timefall shelters unlocked after completing Order 004 recover all chiral density gauges stolen by bandits. This structure is extremely useful for restoring the condition of your cargo containers, which get damaged by the corrosive effects of Timefall. It provides a safe place to wait out the rain and repair your cargo when you don't have container repair sprays available. Whenever you're caught in Timefall and need to protect your deliveries, building or using a Timefall shelter can save you from losing valuable cargo condition and reduce stress on your journey. The generator lets you recharge the batteries of your first vehicle, allowing you to travel greater distances without worrying about getting stranded. It's likely you'll also use generators later for other vehicles and tools that require power. Building a generator along key routes ensures you can keep moving efficiently, especially through rough terrain or long stretches between facilities. The last structure you unlock in Episode 1 is the bridge, which becomes available after completing Order 5. It's simple but incredibly useful. It lets you cross valleys, rivers, or rough terrain without having to wade through water or risk damaging your cargo. It's important to note that the bigger the bridge, the more materials it requires, so plan ahead, gather resources, and think strategically about where your bridges will help you the most. By the end of Episode 1, you'll likely have 7 weapons unlocked if you focused on the main story and grab some lost cargo for Norberto Puente. If not, you'll have 6. Either way, you'll be ready to face whatever comes next with a solid arsenal at your disposal. Let's take a look at the Mazer handgun. It's available early in the game, and I like it because it has decent range. Not too long, but perfect for stuff. Its big advantage is that it's silent, making it great for sneaking around. The downside is that it takes a while to charge each shot, but as long as you use it carefully without attracting attention, it's a solid choice. The machine pistol unlocks when you reach 2 stars with Norberto Puente. It's great because it's portable, fires quickly, and deals solid damage to BTs thanks to its MP bullets. While it isn't a stealth weapon, it's a reliable choice when you need to take out threats fast. The custom electric rod is strong against both humans and machines. You can use it as a melee weapon or throw it, and it deals solid damage either way. But keep in mind, if you throw it, you lose it. Personally, I prefer using it in melee, especially when enemies also have melee weapons. The strand is pretty basic. It's available from the very beginning and mainly used to parry enemy attacks. Personally, I don't use it much in Episode 1 since it's not very effective early on. The blood grenade is the first weapon you'll use to kill BTs. I like it a lot because it has a long throwing range and can take out small BTs with a single hit. There's a training segment on how to use it, but once you get MP bullets, it starts to fall behind in effectiveness. The machine gun with MP bullets is pretty solid. It has plenty of ammo and works well against any type of enemy. The only downside is its limited range, which is why it's not my personal favorite. But overall, it's one of the best weapons you unlock in Episode 1. It fires quickly, does good damage, and has decent range. Dragoon. Finally, my favorite weapon unlocked in Episode 1 is the assault rifle. It does the same damage as the machine gun, but has more range, which makes it great for attacking safely from a distance. The downside is it has less ammo than the machine gun, but it's excellent for fighting BTs while keeping your distance. This is the weapon I used to take down the giant BT in Episode 1. Finally, let's take a look at some essential tools. First, the container repair spray. Super useful for protecting your cargo containers from timefall damage. It repairs your containers slowly, but keep in mind that timefall will keep damaging them, so it's a good idea to bring a few sprays with you just in case. Then there's the anchor, which lets you safely descend from high places. And of course, the ladder, perfect for climbing up or down cliffs and reaching tricky spots. Special mention, boots. Don't underestimate them. Good boots help keep your stamina up, prevent foot damage, and make long journeys much easier. Always carry an extra pair so you're never caught unprepared. Without them, you can't sprint, water drains your stamina faster, and poor Sam, it must be incredibly painful. Stayed until this part of the video, I want to share how I used my favorite weapon unlocked in Episode 1 to defeat the giant BT, and give you some tips to make this fight much easier. After beating it, you'll unlock the vehicle, generator, and bridge structures. My biggest tip, aim for the center of its skull. Bullets do more damage there, and also shoot at its mouth when it opens. Its attacks are pretty easy to dodge, just press X and move in any direction while aiming. There's a point of the battle where it starts sucking in all the water around you. When this happens, grip with L2 and R2 and push in the opposite direction so it doesn't swallow you. Keep in mind to always reload your weapon so you're ready to fire when the opportunity comes. Another important tip, in this game you can't craft extra bullets, so bring multiple assault rifles with you. I carried 4 myself to make sure I had enough ammo. But honestly, if you focus on shooting the center of its mouth, you won't need that many. Around the battlefield, you'll find useful items like weapons, blood grenades, and sometimes recovery supplies to heal yourself. If you're running low because you've used up your cargo, keep an eye out for these. They can give you the edge you need to win. This fight isn't the hardest in the game, but it's the most challenging one in Episode 1, so don't underestimate this BT. Finally, when it falls, unload as many bullets as you can into it to deal massive damage. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more guides and RPG content coming soon. See you next time.